really what we focus on is the gospel. We see the gospel as both the power of salvation and sanctification. So the gospel begins by saving us, but it doesn't leave us there. It slowly transforms us into the likeness of Jesus as we trust in what he did on the cross for us.
I'm talking about the fact that every single person who is a believer, who's been saved by the gospel, has been called out of sin to righteousness and given righteousness, and you are called to a certain form of ministry. Peter says it this way in 1 Peter 2:9, "But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." He gives the purpose of this call when he says that, or so that you may proclaim the excellencies of him who called you. So you are called by the gospel to salvation, and then you are given purpose in the gospel. Now, if we just take this verse, everybody in here is going to go, "Oh, well, I'm supposed to be like Paul. That's what you're telling me. I'm supposed to just go be a missionary and travel around and preach the gospel to people." But if you read 1 Peter, that's not what Peter says. Peter actually begins by saying, you're actually called to ministry in the political sphere, in the way that you talk about your political leaders and act toward them. You are called to ministry within the relationships in your community. You are called to ministry. If you have a job, you are called to speak and act in a certain way within your job and within the marketplace to speak of the excellencies of Jesus' name. If you are a husband, you are called to lead and love your wife in a particular way. That is part of your ministry. If you are a wife, you are called to speak and or not speak in a certain way and submit to your husband to proclaim the excellencies of Jesus. That's part of your call. We are all called to ministry, and it's not the kind of ministry that means uproot your life and go someplace else, although that may be the case for some. But for all of us, where we are in the rhythms of our life, we are called to ministry. And that call to ministry is carried out in real space and time.